On our way back from the lighthouse, we decided to stop at an oyster tasting. Sometimes things don't go exactly as planned. Before we left, Roland had told me he was going to start cutting down the sick and dead trees at the villa. Welcome back to our renovation in Tuscany. If it's your first time joining us, take a look inside our villa and explore our previous videos at the top right. We've been away on a road trip in France for the past week. Join me, Rob, my mom, and Rooney as we enjoy a vacation from our renovation in Tuscany. We left Lyon and drove 7 hours west. Along the way, we took in the beautiful wheat fields and gorgeous summer weather. Our next stop was Ile de Re, near La Rochelle. Ile de Ré is an island off the Atlantic coast of France. So far, we're loving France. Let us know in the comments below which is your favorite French city, or which city you would like to visit. Ile de Ré is known for its oyster and salt producers and its fresh fish, and we're ready to indulge. We arrived at our hotel that was bordering the beautiful beach. When we arrived in Ile de Ré, it was absolutely beautiful. I had an early start the next morning with Rooney. I had to take him out to the bathroom at around 6:30 in the morning. But it was unbelievably gorgeous, and I'm so glad that I did it because I had an uninterrupted view of the beach. There wasn't really anybody out. Everybody was sleeping in, and the town was really quiet. The beach was beautiful, and the temperature was starting to warm up. I thought I better get ready. We had a really big day ahead of us, doing a full bike ride out and getting to know the town by bike. Of course, once we finished up breakfast, we started getting ready on our bikes and figuring out, okay, this is where we're gonna go, this is what we're gonna do for the day. And we included Rooney along with us. Rob had an electric bike so that it was a little bit easier to pull the cart that was behind him that held Rooney. And then my mom and I were just, regular bikes, and we had a great time. Riding a bike was so much fun, and it really took me back to my childhood. We had a blast laughing and giggling the whole time. Our first stop on our bike tour was a lighthouse near the north of the island that had a really beautiful beach. We took in the views and enjoyed a leisurely stroll. There was a lot of really beautiful lunch options, so it was a lot more ritzy and more catered to people who are in their retirement. On our way back from the lighthouse, we decided to stop at an oyster tasting. Rob had made us a reservation at this spot, and it was wonderful to be able to taste oysters and enjoy the scenery around us. Hey Mom.
Yes.
Do you like the oysters?
Oh, they're delicious.
Is Dad missing out?
Oh, yes.
Would he like the place that we're staying at right now?
Oh, he would love it here. It's beautiful.
Keep going straight.
Yeah, nicer bikes have handlebars for your phone.
Oh, you want a different bike, huh? Get it, Rob. Ew! See you guys later. By the end of the day, we ended up riding about 35 kilometers on the bike. It was quite a trek. We decided to stay close and stop at this grill that's a couple doors down from the hotel and has the most incredible scenic views of the marshland. And they had wonderful fish options. And by this time, my mom and Rob were a little bit tired of the seafood because they're not seafood lovers like I am. So they opted for a beautiful steak each, and I had a lovely sea bass. We later found out that this place is similar to what the French call the Little Hamptons. The prices of the real estate are quite high. You can imagine this place is a little bit more catered to people who live a more comfortable life. Let's put it that way. We stopped by a salt producer to grab some goodies to take home with us. Île de Ré is a popular spot for Parisians since it's just a 3-hour drive away to escape the busy city life. The majority of visitors are French, followed by English. We visited nearby towns for evenings out and a cocktail. We made sure to enjoy a lobster roll before we headed to our next destination. Buongiorno! We packed up the car and we're ready to go to our next location, Lacanau. So we have a 3-hour drive before we get there, and everybody is ready to go, including this guy. He's already sleeping. So we have a short drive, not too long compared to everything else, and we'll be in Lacanau. See you there! Lacanau is about 3 hours south along the Atlantic coast. Sometimes things don't go exactly as planned. Our next accommodation wasn't a hotel, but an Airbnb. Apparently, we were meant to bring our own sheets and towels. I've never had that happen to me before, ever, in the amount of times that I've stayed in Airbnbs. Has that ever happened to you guys? Let us know in the comments and chime in. Let us know any hotel or vacation horror stories that you've encountered. It wasn't just that, it was also a matter of other things. Also with the Airbnb, I feel like we were misled as to the condition of the place. The patio is great, and the inside is more or less like a college dorm room. We decided to stay and make the most of it, have a good time, enjoy the food here, and just focus on relaxing and not letting it throw us off. Overall in France, I have to say that it's been a little jarring for us. Rob and I are so used to Italy and it feels so much like home. And whenever you leave home and you go and explore new places, you kind of realize like, whoa, you know, you're not in your comfort zone. For us, a lot of that has to do with the language barrier. So here in France, we don't really understand a whole lot of French. Nobody speaks Italian. A lot of people don't speak English in these smaller towns, so it's a little harder to get by. But of course, you know, we do our best and try our best. It's a little bit feeling like a fish out of water, and we haven't felt like that in quite a while, I have to say. We're so used to being able to get things done and being able to handle anything that comes at us in Italy. And that's not exactly the case here, you know. When you don't speak the language, everything is a million times harder. But we still have been enjoying ourselves quite a bit. The food has been fantastic, the scenery has been amazing. It's been really wonderful being able to unwind, get away from the construction, and focus on relaxing a little bit. It's been really amazing being able to spend time with my mom and to enjoy her company. We love her very much, and we're so happy that she gets to join us on vacation and see these places. Before we left, Roland had told me he was going to start cutting down the sick and dead trees at the villa. It was so kind and thoughtful of him to send me some great pictures while we were away. Next week, our road trip continues, and we're off to a winery in Provence before slowly making our way back to Italy. If you're enjoying our videos and content, leave us a comment and make sure to like and subscribe.